Welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, T to T. You can refer to me as Miss T or just plain old TT. Oh my goodness. I was looking at this paperwork over here. I'll print this out. Anywho, y'all saw the thumbnail. We're going to talk about a bunch of fighters. We at the end of the year, so we're going to see why they making news these days. But I also would like to hear from you guys. Who do you think is your fighter of the year? And check it out. I didn't put everybody's picture up there because, of course, it wouldn't fit. But I'm talking about the Canelos. I'm talking about the Bivens as well. But y'all know the drill. Y'all know what we do. First, let's turn to Welcome back. Yeah, I can believe this. Mr. Warren, I see you out there. Look, y'all gotta bear with me today. I have an ear infection. Damn, this shit hurt too. I ain't had an ear infection in a minute. But I see you with the 250,000. I'm going to talk about that tonight. Anyway, y'all know what I do at the top of my hour. It's water check. I am a little under the weather, so I might not do things the same exact way. Because, I don't know, when you have ear infections, it be draining. I ain't had an ear infection so long, I forgot how this shit be feeling. But I'm kind of in a weakened state. But I'm going to make it through. I'm going to push through some kind of way. But water check. Did I reach my mark? I think I did and above. Like, remember I told you when you start drinking water on a regular, going to the bathroom will level out to your norm. But whenever you increase drinking water or liquids, anything, your bathroom breaks increase. Shit, that's what happened to me. So, like, I'm already weak. And I'm constantly in the bathroom. Like, God damn. But anyway, water check. You know, winter, summer, spring, fall. Drink your water. We live in 2022 at the end. About to be in 2023. There's no reason on God's green earth at this late in the game that any of us worldwide should be having dehydration problems. So if you don't drink a lot of water, we understand that. But here in Boxing Fans Talk TV, we advocate that you drink at least 100 ounces of water a day. You know, if you're an adult, hell, we tell you can drink 128. That's a gallon. Every adult can do that. So, you know, we understand that people is not going to be up on that water like that. So we tell you at least twice a day. First thing in the morning, before your toes hit the ground, before you get off in your morning routine, think of your body as an engine. The water is the lube. Drink you some water. 8 ounces, have it on the nightstand. Learn how to drink water room temperature. If you gotta have it cold, get you a mini fridge. It ain't gonna break your pockets. As far as, you know, the electric bill, it won't change a thing. You'll be surprised. Second time is at night when you get out the shower to throw your pajamas on. You know, it's at this time you should drink 8 ounces of water. Even the American Heart Association agrees you should do this every night. It's good for your heart. You know, a lot of reads going on at night. Revamping, rebooting, recharging, recleaning, recreating. All of that needs some assistance. Water is a life sustainer. You know, I apologize if my voice even sounds different to me. It sounds different to me. Do it sound different than you guys? I'm going to tell you I'm weak as shit. I'm telling you, I have no idea. But I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Anyway, so, you know, a fun fact, you burn 900 to 1,000 calories at night in your sleep, a deep sleep, not a cat nap. So drink your water up. I can't continue with the water. It's making me feel like I gotta go to the bathroom as it is. Alright, we're gonna do a little housekeeping. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe, but do hit the like and share button. You know, basically when you come in here, hit the like and share button. Lean on the leads when you step into my easy. You know, basically, hit the like button when you step into my square circle. Do leave a comment because I read them. I'm enlightened sometimes. Sometimes I'm not. But do leave them. I, you know, if it sounds logical or rational, I most definitely can be persuaded to see things in a different lens or, you know, different perspective. But if you come idiotic, you know, my mind the needle don't budge. Just say it like that. If you have any questions about anything that I've said, leave a comment. If you have any questions about anything I've said in the past, present, or potentially the future, because you know how I get down, because you like, Miss T is bound to say this, and you want to head me off, hit me up at Boxing Fans Talk. That's boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. That's my email address. Not Boxing Fans Talk TV, but Boxing Fans Talk @gmail.com. And I want to thank and show love and appreciation for Miss Fistiana Fights, who sent me that Cash App yesterday. I didn't see it till after I got off. I try to catch it, y'all, but I don't never catch it until I get off sometimes. But thank you for that Cash App. And y'all see the lovely Cash App on my screen. Hashtag, what is it? $ Boxing Fans Talk TV. Boxing Fans Talk TV. Cut a jig on that motherfucker. You know, have fun with it. Become one with it. Embrace it. Love it. Become one with it. Cut a jig on it. Hit the Cash App. And let me tell you, everything you donate is so appreciated. I use every dime. I swear, since I've been here, I've used it all on the show. these lights, green screen, the cameras, the mixer, the mics, none of this shit cheap. I spare no expense. As a matter of fact, I use all the money for the Cash App plus my own money. Never once have I used the Cash App. And I'm not saying I won't. Let me clarify that. I'm not saying it can't happen, but thus far, since I've had this show, I've used all the Cash App for the show. I put it back into the show. So thank you. And my last thing to say is that I come on Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, I'd like to apologize for my drag of my voice. I even can hear it. But your sister over here got an ear infection and it's breaking me down to parade rest. But we're going to get through it. Amen. And that's why I'm going to need y'all help. I'm going to need y'all help to do the show too. I feel like somebody beat the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be alright though. Al Money, what's poppin', King? He said, Miss T, what's poppin'? I see you, Mr. Warren. This $250,000. Now, Mr. Warren, for all of those who put the bet with us, ATL, all of them, I hope you listening. ATL must be a lucky motherfucker when he bet. Cause it's looking like it's him. Pretty much. Him and his Miss ATL was the closest. It's looking like. But I told you I'm gonna wait till BLK comes out with the number. I can't. If not, then y'all want me to go by Derrick James? Cause I could play you a video where he says 600,000. I ain't paying no attention. No more than I paid attention to these other numbers that's out here. I can't arbitrarily just pick a number. You want me to be as accurate as I can be, right? You know, for all I know, Derek could have had something to drink that day. I don't know, but I was like 600,000. I swear, I got it queued up, everything. I was like, I'm going to play it. And then I just exit out and said, no, because I don't listen to that nigga any other time, so shit. I'm gonna do it now. You know, but I wasn't gonna take his word for it. I told you BLK. So y'all want me to be fair, right, Mr. Warren? When he said Warren. Bolden Understanding is in the building. What's poppin', King? Said salute Queen T. Warren said BLK Prime's vision is to produce 6 major pay-per-view events in 2023, showcasing some of the biggest fights in boxing for the fans, times XO of number of 2 minutes 20 seconds. The plan is 2023 is to make. Okay. Al Money 231 salute. Warren Lawrence salute. Warren, Bo, y'all talking to each other. Al Money said, General Big Fish. L Dub, what's good? What's good with you, King? General Big Fish said, Al Money 231. My Buffalo's coming. Bo, L Dub, boxing salute. Warren Lawrence, going and get my water. Zactamundo. General Big Fish, Bo, understanding. Okay. Big Fish, I adopted the Bruins. We would be clashing. The QB I was telling y'all about pick UCLA. He said, okay, you're a Bruin. Laugh out loud. Keep my eye on y'all. I'm a Wolverine forever, but yeah, I'm cheering for UCLA for at least the next 2 years. Okay. I don't know. Whoa. ATL, salute Queen. I got you. ATL, you must have got me sick over here, man. Got me sick over here. Y'all have the I'm so like this is crazy, man. God, I haven't been sick like this since I was a child. And I had some interesting things to say. You know, this has been a shocking year for boxing and everything. It's been ebbs and flows in boxing this year. I'm going to say this is not one of boxing's best years. Hell, this ain't one of the best years for a lot of people for a minute, but it's definitely not. You know, when culture changes, even social constructs and everything, temperaments and everything in the world changes, it affects everywhere. And it has affected boxing terribly because we don't have a bunch of honest brokers ending this year out. Dan Tan was Papa King. Said that stuff out here. I just recovered. Everybody I call going through this ish. God damn. Yeah, like I know I'm probably gonna sleep like 2 days. That's how I feel. I may do a show tomorrow, I may not. It depends on how I feel, y'all. Sometimes these things can be 24 hours, but it's hard hearing, and I really don't like this feeling. I'm too old for this shit. Damn. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer. Y'all stick with me. Y'all stick with me because y'all gonna help me do this damn show. Anyway, like I said, this year was a weird year. We had obvious lies going down. We got delusion on a high, on a reckless high. Delusion is on an all-time high. Let me say it like that. And it shouldn't be. We got people that's picking sides. I swear, I feel like, you know, they used to say or try to convey in books how it felt during the Civil War time. You had brothers fighting brothers, sisters fighting sisters, family fighting families. You know, even within the family, you know, people didn't see the same way. It divided the country up, and I mean, they was killing motherfuckers over it. That was a bloody ass war, and it's probably a lot more people died in that war than any of World War II or Vietnam or Korea. I believe so, but it was a weird thing because it was a war over ideals and stuff. And feelings. People's feelings got caught up in over something that's simplistic or should be understood. I know the going rate is the same. The Civil War was just over slavery. A little bit more complex than that. But if that's the narrative you heard and that's what you want to roll with, cool. I ain't gonna bust no bubbles tonight. But let's say it was over there. It should be without saying that it shouldn't be no slavery, right? Now let's juxtapose that to the boxing world. It's just boxing. It's a sport. Why are we civilly at each other? Why are we civilly at war with each other? To the point we hate each other. We mad at each other. Everything that one person touch is a piece of shit. In some people's eyes, like Terrence Crawford. If he goes to the app, it's a piece of shit. We don't like apps. You know, this was you'll hear from a lot of people. It's gonna fail. If you look at Civil War, everything that black people touch, it was dirty. It was contaminated at that point. You know what I'm saying? You know, the people who caught favor. You know, we should never be mad at people who catch favor. Earl Spencer's caught favor, but we shouldn't be mad. What should be understood is that people catch favor. That's not the person's fault. To a certain extent. The only time it can be a person's fault is when they start being entitled about it. When they start feeling like it's got to be that way forever in a day. Don't that sound like Earl Spence? And a lot of, well, not him per se. Let me take that back. Don't that sound like his situation? That a lot of fans feel like he should have his way 24/7. It should always line up in his favor 24/7. Don't that sound like white men? Now, I'm not saying this is Earl's fault. He caught favor, y'all. You can't nail a man to the wall because he caught favor. Now, if he act like he not supposed to have it any other way, this is when people get critical. And that how like the white man was acting. I mean, at least this is from my perspective. I fully understand that any one of y'all can see it the opposite way. But we at odds with each other. I pray going into 2023 that everybody talk passionate, talk their shit, swallow spit, and then come back to saying it's just boxing. You know, in the last I gotta talk about this right here in the front. In the last two and a half, 3 weeks, we lost one car for sure. But PBC lost one car for sure. And that was going to be an important fight. Anytime an undisputed champion, no matter how anybody feel about him, fights, you got to stand tall and check that out. Jermell Charlo was supposed to fight Tim Tszyu, but he had to sustain an injury. We still don't know the exact word on the Keith Thurman fight for February. And now with this Gervonta Davis thing, it might be in jeopardy, his fight. But I'm going to talk about that a little bit, not too much of that. I'm not beating a dead horse. It's real simple, something that Tank got to embrace, you know. We all get a certain age and we gotta embrace certain things and be adults about it. Like the word for 2023 for Tank is motherfucking respect. You gotta get respect. Like I said, I ain't gonna be the dead horse. He was arrested. In case some of you watching and don't know, to the casuals, he was arrested recently, and that could be yesterday or the day before, for domestic violence, or he was charged with battery or something. But kind of in the realm of domestic violence. And this is second or third time having this problem in his life that we know of. He probably have it often, but he only was held to the mat for once or twice before. He's supposed to be winding down right now, getting ready for his fight January 7th. That's what everybody waiting for. Yeah, I don't like PBC, but I would never lie about when PBC do good. Like I told you, the card of the year last year, to me, which I did not buy, but you know, you got enough friends that get the fight and you good to go. The card of the year last year, oddly enough, was Earl Spence card. Now that shit, PBC did that thing. From the top to the bottom. We would have preferred Bud Crawford, but hell, you know, I guess we had to take what we could get. But outside of that, the card itself, even the shit that didn't make the card, like didn't show on TV in the main event, all of it was on TV because I saw it. But you know what I mean? Like you got your top four, and then that was pay-per-view, I think, but the part that wasn't, even that shit was thebomb.com. So I was looking at January 7th being that way, even though it was a mismatch. It was a nice little party favor coming into the new year. Because I believe everybody who we did know on that card, on Tank's card, we just know that they was gonna win. I really do believe it. I think it's some mismatch, like to the favor of the people that we all know. Like I said, it's a party favor coming into the new year. Dan Tan, y'all talking, preach, queen. Mr. Golden was popping. King said, hello, my beautiful queen lady. T, how are you? Sick as a dog over here. Oh, Jesus. WJ, I see you, King. Mr. Q, what's popping? I see you too, King. Y'all bear with me now. Y'all bear with me. Y'all say y'all got a sister back. Ooh, Lord. So, now I hear that Tank's charges is considered a misdemeanor. And he got out on $1,000 bail, I think. So that tells me he'll probably make the fight. But if you get to a point where people can say, what we know about Tank, what you can take to the bank with Tank. You can take to the bank that he gonna put hands on some woman. You can take that to the bank. That's his MO. You hear people say, I wonder what she did first, or none of that matters. The problem is not with her. It's not with nobody else. I just told y'all about the other day, responsibility and accountability. And you can delegate some responsibility, some. Like you can say, hey, you responsible for getting the morning routine done. Go out there and do that. But you can never delegate accountability. You just can't do it. I don't care how rich you are, how much you can pay people to do whatever the job is that you're paying them to do. Accountability is always starts and ends with you. So for Tank, this is his issue. And anybody who tried to describe it any other kind of way, I don't get you. I would never listen to you. I heard the guy say, you know, he could do a turnaround. I'm like, being a woman beater follows you for life, in my opinion. You don't get over it because you know what? A lot of guys don't like to say out loud that that's what they are. They don't want to wear that with a badge of honor because they let their emotions get the best of them. In a world where y'all keep telling us that men don't have emotions. But you listen, when you raise kids, you'll be believing that hype too. As you know, just as a woman in this country, I don't doubt that this country is a patriarchal society. I don't throw my nose up at that. I'm not protesting that. I'm cool with it. In case some of y'all don't know what patriarchal society means, ran by men. I'm cool with it. But then you raise kids and you see kids in their element. You see boys for what they really are. You see girls for what they really are. And you start understanding cliches and things that people have said about men and women all along. You be like, you get clarity. And I gotta tell y'all won't believe me. Most of y'all, because y'all don't see yourself this way. The most emotional people between men and women are men. You guys are more emotional than women. And the proof is in the pudding because you can't hold your emotion. As well as maybe women be holding theirs. It's not a competition. I don't say it as a competition. I'm just saying it's just a fact. As I'm raising and seeing these little boys grow up, they the most crybaby motherfuckers I've ever seen. I was like, it was just culture shock. I was like, but I thought I'm waiting for the girls to be the crybaby. Always the boys. Always the boys. until y'all get to a certain age where y'all gotta hide it and stick your chest out and beat your chest like you Captain Caveman. You know what I'm saying? But it's always the boys of the crybabies. I'm telling you, I had many little girls, little boys, you know, with my children, taking them to places like Universal, taking them to places like to the movies, out to eat, all over, different theme parks. The crybabies were always the boys, even at the age of teenagehood. Always. And so, when you let a person words get you riled up to the point that you throw away your dreams, your opportunities, possibly millions of dollars, who is more emotional? Because I promise you, if millions of dollars was waiting for me the next week, I gives a fuck what any one of y'all niggas say. I don't care what you call me. Call me Miss Rich Bitch. That's what you gonna call me. I could care less. You ain't fucking up my bag. But hey, that's what happens. And y'all just need to know, as young men and young women, you know, they taught us this when we was young. Keep your hands to yourself. It don't mean, oh, once I get older, that's my advantage. You know, I can use my advantage whenever I want to. Just because you can do something, that don't always mean you should do something. See, you know, Miss T come with those cliches. Do unto others as you have them do unto you. Okay? Stop picking people that's unevenly yoked. Now, the last thing, though, that somebody want to hear is, maybe you should get an older woman. Maybe you should get a woman that's not your type. I know he don't want to hear that no more. Then I'm going to tell you, all the ladies listening, when we kept kissing our frogs, what the OGs would tell you, what the older ladies would tell you, get somebody a little bit older and you be disgusted like hell. My mama used to tell me that shit when I was in my 20s. I couldn't stand it. Like, you really think I'm going to roll up with this old ass nigga? I was mad. And like I took it personal or something. And the old ass nigga could have been somebody 39 or 38 and I'm 25. That's an old ass nigga to a 25-year-old. Fuck I want his gray hairs for? Nah, hell no, I don't want that nigga. You know, I want to be proud and happy who I'm laying next to too. Some ragged ass beer belly, whatever. And I'm sitting up here in the prime of my life. Fuck. No. So that is not the answer to Tank. Get you an older one. Get you, you know. That's not the answer. The answer for Tank, the word for him, is respect. Tank don't understand the word respect. So Tank, if you was listening to the sound of my voice, the word is respect. That's the word for you in 2023. You need to respect yourself first. You need to respect yourself. You hear that advice? People say, oh, you know, but I respect myself. No, you don't. Because look what you put in jeopardy. You don't respect yourself. Look how you fucked yourself up. You don't respect yourself. You need to respect yourself. You damn sure need to respect women. A lot of men out there have an unhealthy fear, not fear, but relationship with women. A lot of men, if you one of them control freaks and you need a woman to bow down to your authority, something fucking wrong with you. Because look, when you kids, you have a brother and sister team, right? They grow up under their parents' rule. Parents rule with a tight fist, right? When they get 18, basically what you're saying is, to those guys that think like this, when they get 18, the guy can just go off and explore the world and be free as a motherfucker, as much as you can be free in the world. But the girl got to go from one household where she has authority over her to the next. Why the fuck do y'all think we want a daddy or a parent in our adult life? Why do you think we want to be rude? Why? I mean, I be thinking about this sometimes because this dude just said this the other day on one of them shows, and I'm not trying to knock him down or nothing, but it was the most idiotic shit I ever heard. If you can humble yourself, this is what he said, you can humble yourself and bow, like pretty much bow down to the man's authority. And I was like, what? So you trying to tell me if there's 7 billion people in the world, and let's just say half and half men, half girls, you trying to tell me that as a man, you're just automatically smarter, better, make better choices, better at everything than every woman on the earth? Just automatic. Because you was born male. So when you say, because his thing was, if you can't find a girl that can humble herself and bow down to your authority, them the ones you leave, or you shouldn't, you know. And I was like, dude, I know you lonely. You ain't putting in ain't nobody putting you up for man of the year for shit. And if you got daughters, good luck. I wonder how well they gonna wipe your ass when you get older. I'll be damned. Now my dad was chauvinistic about a lot of shit, and you know what? You can't use today's time and today's era, how we think about things, and judge yesterday's. But my dad is definitely an old school man. He was born in the 40s. But I tell you this, he was definitely progressive in his thinking when he had a bunch of girls though, but he was progressive in his thinking when it came to his daughters though, even though he was still old school, you know. But for his daughter, it was something different, and you got a lot of guys out there to be like that too. What I'm basically saying, just with the Tank situation, I just look at it a little different. He got 2 daughters as well, and I say you creating an environment for your daughters. You know, I'm sure Tank would never imagine in a million years would he ever want for somebody to do his daughters like he do women. But you know what? You create that environment. And all of y'all men with daughters, women, you know, like sisters, mothers who cake and try to make the justification in any kind of way, it's a problem, Charlotte. It's a problem. Don't make one. Just don't do it. You know, it's real simple. If my brain, which some of these men who believe, you know, that like that dude I was talking about that said, humble yourself and bow down to authority. If he's smarter than me, or men are smarter than me in general, then how come I know or learn the lesson, keep my hands to myself? Everything I'm saying, though, about this Tank situation, goes for women, too. Because you got some women out there that like to put their hands on this, that, and the other, and cut the crap. Cut the crap. Keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. I'm talking to women, too. I hate when I see women put their hands on their counterpart. I hate it. And secretly, I be saying, I hope he knock her the fuck out. I be saying that. I never say it out loud. Y'all ain't never heard that from Miss T. But I hate that, because what part of keep your hands to yourself don't people understand? So, respect for women. He don't respect women because a lot of his dealings with women are on the basis of transaction. There's that word, transactional. A lot of y'all men got transactional relationships. You know when you do. A lot of y'all women know that y'all got transactional relationships with them. We see it. I know y'all see it. It ain't like it's just a woman thing. Like we only gonna see it. Y'all men see it too. It's that one love, Miss T. Just gonna say, Miss Q. Y'all speaking to each other. Okay. Mr. Warren, somebody put the strawberries up on your ass. Warren and this good propaganda BLK putting on the best fights in boxing. It's not propaganda, Q. Give it time. Give the nigga a chance. Floating beautiful. Mr. Golden. He said, BLK for 2023. Damn. Teron Harris, I see you, King. Yeah, don't start hating on BLK, Q. Okay, I was waiting for you to bring your point home. Look, he was waiting for you. Yeah, see, you got a problem? I'm just asking. He said, I was waiting for you to bring your point home. I'm just asking. I ain't being facetious or nothing. He said, okay, I was waiting for you. You know, I'm telling you, that's a dismissive type way to be. I know y'all don't want to hear this. Y'all want to hear this. But if you don't, I mean, it's all good. This is my show. I told you guys I'm sick. I got an ear infection, so I talk with a little drag today. I'm a little weak. I'm not even say little weak. I'm a lot weak. So it's even hard getting words out. So y'all walk with me. But if you treat women in a transactional way, what you think you gonna have? Another thing, she didn't respect me. Well, men, y'all got brute strength and physical strength. We have inside strength. It's a symbiotic type thing. You don't compare those two. Because I know people say, well, which one is better? Here in the practical sense of the word, I guess men would say brute strength and physical strength is better because it allows you to do and take over. But if you got to rule your woman with fear because she's scared what you're going to do, or you know, all that stuff, then you ain't worthy of respect. Let me just say that again. You never think about a guy that you respect. Think about this, guys. You respect and give respect to a lot of men that you never fight. You don't throw your hands up with these guys. Never, ever. You give some guys the respect without them even saying nothing. How many of us know men out there that don't even beg for respect and be like demanding it? If they don't give me this, I'm going to have that, and got all these contingency plans. Nigga, if you don't deserve respect, you ain't getting it. If you're not respectable, why you waiting on respect? Isn't that funny? You got to have respect first. If you can't even respect yourself and your career, why the fuck you deserve respect from a woman? Why you think that that's supposed to be automatic because you born as a male? You know, all these bitches and blah, blah, blah. Don't point at the bitches. You ain't getting respect because there's something fucked up about you. Not about her. Not about the next man. Not about whoever. That's when you got to do that self-reflection. I know it hurt. Some of y'all, I'm stinging right now. I'm hitting in the gut. Because you know what? That's the kind of advice I used to have to give. My best friend is a dude. One of my best friends. That dude used to hit me up with talks like this. And I used to hate that shit. But then I had to learn. People only allow you to do what they allow you to do. So while you want to point to the person, and like I could point to all kinds of bad things my ex-husband did to me, but who allowed it? I did. And when I stopped allowing it, it stopped. Real simple, right? If you respect yourself, because I said first and foremost for Tank, the operative word going forward is respect. If you respect yourself, a lot of shit will change. Telling him to pick a better classy woman when you're not a classy man is fucking ridiculous. How do you, of all people, deserve a classy woman when you're not a classy man? If a woman ain't respecting you, you're fucked up, not her. Something wrong with you. Something weak about you. Not her. Because last time I checked, people in general, especially women, respect motherfuckers without them asking. There's plenty of people I just give up the respect. I don't even hesitate. I don't question it. I give it all the way up. Don't hesitate to nothing. They ain't got a bag. They ain't got to tell me their contingency plan if I don't give it to them. And I ain't the only one. I know everybody in here knows somebody like that. But that speaks volumes about them. So when I tell you, you're the one that's fucked up if you're not getting respect, because you got to change something about you. And if you're not a respectable person, you don't deserve a respectable person. I'm probably answering more to the humble yourself and bow to my authority. Nigga, who is you? A control freak, that's what it is. But you're picking certain types of women because you have no respect for yourself, your career. You ain't think about all the people that helped put this event together, all the people that's going to be out of money, who's taking the L if this thing don't go off without a hitch. It might turn around with this publicity. It might double in sales, and it might, work out to your advantage, but still, who wants that risk? So to me, it's real simple for Tank Davis. I do not relish in the fact that he had this problem. But see, y'all saw my thumbnail. I said these folks are making news for good and bad deeds, right? Tank, you just made the news for bad deeds because you felt the need to put your hand on somebody because you went against the grain of which y'all men say you are. You were emotional. Men, you will always have the upper hand with physical and brute strength. But when it comes to the verbal assassin, that's women all day. And if you don't like it, we don't give a fuck. Just like y'all don't give a fuck if we like that y'all stronger than us. It is what it is. If we gotta learn to stay in our lane, y'all stay in y'all lane. Don't get in no verbal tug of war with no woman. Walk the fuck away. Do an about face. You ain't gonna win. Even when you win, you ain't gonna win. But that's if you win, then you in the wrong profession. They call those type dudes who can hang in there with a woman. That's why it's a big deal. Pimps. That's why pimps are a big deal. Because they can actually hang in there in a verbal tug of war with a woman. To the point the woman is speechless. She ain't got nothing to say. That's the mystique and the glorification of pimps, right? But the average man, nah, you ain't gonna win that battle, so don't try. Stay where you winning. Women, stop trying to fight a dude. You ain't gonna win that battle, so don't try. But respect. When you respect people, bottom line, respect make you do things, period, in the right way. It gives you act right. Respect will make you not do things. You understand? So that's what Tank need to learn. Get him with a psychologist and teach him, go back and teach him certain things like respect, responsibility, and accountability. And maybe we'll see a different Tank. If any man out there to have that kind of problem in your life, that's what you need. You don't respect yourself, and therefore you don't respect women. You're not respectable, so you're not going to get no respectable woman. Don't point the finger at nobody, point it back at you. Relationships between men and women should not be transactional. Y'all know what I mean. The most simplest transactional is you paying a hooker. But I'm saying a lot of y'all men into y'all relationships transactional. Even marry the person and it's transactional. Y'all always want somebody to need you because that way you can control. Why you just can't be the wonderful human being that God made you without having to control somebody else? That's your own insecurities. That's your flaws that you feel you got to control somebody. Fix yourself, Charlie. Moving on to the next person on this list. Y'all saw the thumbnail with with the picture of Jaron Ennis. I think I put my pictures up, and I put the emojis next to them to show what they probably look like. So look. Oh Lord. Oh man, it didn't stay up there. I couldn't loop it. Look. I thought this was cute. Anywho. So you got Jaron Ennis is now saying that he is ready to take Jermell Charlo 4 belts. He's saying he might move up to 154. And I said, why? And I think we all know why, because he tired of waiting and shit. He tired of waiting to see what these two fellas gonna do, talking Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. He making them wait too long. They are making him wait too long. You know, it's the frustration of it all. This first I've ever heard Bruce Ennis saying something like he going up for Jermell Charlo. Man, everybody punking Jermell as, you know, acting like he's easily to get got. He's a mark. Everybody talking about him like he's an easy target. That's a damn shame, because I thought the 154 division was tough. I give Jermell a little credit because I was like, that's one of the toughest motherfucking divisions. But you got people in the 147, it's like, that's 3 at least right there. Crawford been calling him out. Spence act like he ain't a bit more bat in the eye. He'll go up there and take it too. And then you got Bruce Ennis saying, shit, nigga, why we waiting on y'all to decide what y'all gonna do? Hell, I go up there and take your boy Jermell shit. Smack him around a little bit. Now, this is his quote. Errol is next, or Bud next, or Keith Thurman. Anybody. I don't care. Virgil Ortiz standing on us, it don't matter. Bring them on. That's from Boots Ennis, y'all. So what would I say about Boots? He making the news for good deeds because he's taking a shot. He's betting on himself. He's going for the gusto. As he should. As anybody should. Let's move to somebody else on this list. And like I said, the list there's plenty of people on the list. You got Canelo, Bivol. When I drop the link, y'all can, you know, jump in and say who y'all think. Shakur Stevens. Let's talk about him for a minute. He is finding it very hard and very difficult to get a fight. He has literally been showing how he is going down a list trying to get a fight. Now, we can all speculate because I don't cake for nobody, but I am trying to stay in my lane about certain things that we know in recent events, you know, with Shakur Stevens. I'm going to say it and leave it right there. Because sometimes, and I have to talk about this part because it kind of intersects with boxing. I really think that a lot of people is trying to avoid him until that situation is handled or secure or buttoned down at least. And that may be an actual thing, you know. But either way, he's a professional boxer. You know, he's one of my favorite fighters. I think he can clean out the 135 division. I thought he could clean out the 130 division. But that's what the facts are. Everybody's turning him down. His last fight at 130, y'all know what happened. He didn't make weight. So because of that, he lost his titles, which pretty much knocked him down to the back of the line. And this is what I mean by you got to take care of your career. You had Bob over there saying, nah, fuck 130, move up to 135. I kept saying, Shakur, just go for your 130. Let's look back in hindsight. And I'm not saying Shakur could have did it, but if he'd have went for 130 and been undisputed, nobody would give a fuck if he lost his titles on the belt. on the scale. You can't undo that shit. You can't undo Undisputed. You can't undo once he made a champion, for that matter, but it's fleeting. That type of information, that's fleeting. It ain't fleeting if you was undisputed. Your name going on the books. This is why I said it, get it while you can. Stop letting other giving people carte blanche, as I call Earl Spence stupid as hell for doing that shit. Shakur Stevens, if you are doing that, that's stupid as hell too. You stupid. I'm sorry. I'm fair with this shit. It's your career. You're responsible for your career. Like I said, you can delegate some things when it comes to responsibilities, but you cannot delegate accountability ever. Not ever. And you are accountable to your motherfucking career. Y'all talking to each other. ATL, what you talking about? Do anybody think that Davis was set up? Nope. How you set your own self up? When you know the rules. Hold on, I think we all know what happened with Jamel. He done lost his fight. Probably the last time he gonna get a fight, because we don't know what PBC going through or what they gonna be able to do coming forward. We got Earl Spence. We don't know what he doing, because he said his leg hurt, but ain't no paperwork saying he's absolved of not having to fight Keith Thurman. And of course, if the WBA and the WBC order, then that means if he don't fight him by their deadline, then he could get stripped. We got Thurman over here sitting there waiting. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there waiting. Like, what y'all gonna do? Thurman laugh at him, call him whatever you want to call him. He put himself in a good predicament when he vacated the belt. He was thinking ahead of time. That's a smart man. And Boo Simmons is sitting there frustrated. Like, motherfucking, you motherfuckers are holding up the line. But y'all see I got Happy New Year in the middle. And I got your boy Terrence Crawford. Now, I'll let you guys, when I drop this link, you guys can come through and tell me who y'all fighter of the year is or whatever. I'm not going to say fighter of the year. I'm not breaking it down that hard. But fighter of the year. Because 2022 actually sucked in boxing overall. But I guess you can still have a fighter of the year. And for me, it's none other than your boy, Bud Crawford. For many reasons. And it's not biased. It's not biased. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I keep hearing about the low pay-per-view numbers or this, that, and the other. That's the metric that they want to use. That's fine. I ain't going to argue with nobody. That's the only metric. That solidifies and holds them at night. Keeps them warm. Keeps them, comfortable in their beds. But how about this metric? Terrence Crawford is the hottest boxer trending in social media, YouTube, Google, period. This year. He beat out everybody. And that's amazing. It's amazing to have that stat. He done made some of you fucking YouTube channels rich, or at least make money. Because every time you talk about him, you made money. You didn't make money talking about anybody else. Not like with him. But it's amazing that he can have that credential, that stat, and turn around and not be a generator of money that nobody wants to look at his fights. How did them two things exist at the same time? You're so popular that the internet is always searching your name. Everybody's always Googling your name. Over every boxer, you're the most popular. But when it comes time to support you, you're the most unpopular. And y'all think that that's a coincidence? The world trends his way, but the whole world, according to the boxers and the haters, they don't like him. So he shouldn't be trending in Google ever, right? What a yin and a yang. But anywho, let me go ahead and drop this link. So I told y'all, I'm sorry if I got a monotone voice today or just a regular voice. I dropped the link. My sister is weak as hell. Like I said, I haven't felt this way since I was a kid. I could barely lift my arm on my shoulder hurt, like my ribs hurt. My head is spinning. Oh man. But you know, I try to be here every day. Because I did want to express that it's a lot of stuff going on. We don't know what boxing going on. It's depressing as hell. I actually got sick to my stomach after hearing about Tank's situation last night. And I woke up and I was like, Lord, what else y'all niggas gonna do? Y'all just ruining the motherfucking sport. And I pray we get it together in 2023. Especially with the with respect. Like I gave that advice to Tank, but shit, that's for everybody. Get some respect with you. You know how easy it is to give people respect. I do it all the time. I don't even know a motherfucker. I give them all the respect. Like right out the rip. Like how my sister said, off the dick. I give you respect. Off the muscle. You ain't gotta do nothing special. You ain't gotta cut a jig. You ain't gotta do none of that. Automatic. I'm gonna say to you, I don't, bro. I don't think he was neither. That's a good question, ATL. I don't think he was set up. Because like I said, you responsible. If you think of it like this, you are responsible for your actions. You're accountable. You know, like if y'all are all knowing, what make y'all not all knowing all of a sudden? How come I know to keep my hands to myself, but Tank don't know? I don't care about his upbringing shit. You only get reprieves kind of like when you're young. I mean, y'all know the saying, right? Like, so when a person get about, I want to say like about 25, 26, you are no longer adorable. I don't know what the fuck that is, and it's crazy because brain development ends at the age of 25. I don't want to say 26. That's the last part of your body that fully grows. That's when you fully have grown a human body. If you could study from how fast the human body grows in the womb versus outside the womb, and from birth, how long does it take the human body to go through all the phases of growth? And the last phase of growth for a human body is 26, and that's brain development. When you're 26, you are fully developed, right? But it's also around that age that people don't give you a reprieve no more. You're not adorable anymore. They don't give you the benefit of the doubt. And I don't know if that was done by design, but it is definitely a real thing. Like, you know, up until you're 25, maybe, people be like, oh, you know, he a kid. That boys be boys. She young, she'll get it. She'll learn. You be hearing that shit when you talk about like age group and under. But once the motherfuckers get like 26 and older, we be like, motherfucker, you knew better. We ain't giving you no excuse. You gonna catch these fades and everything that come with accountability, just like the rest of us. And Tank is 28, y'all. He ain't no little boy. The father of 2. No, he don't get no breaks. He been knew as a child, keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. And I'm gonna tell you, he grew up boxing, right? And I told y'all I used to coach, but especially kids. And one thing that we had to insist upon all children, we wanted them 8 years old, because at 8, we figured you can get in line and, you know, act accordingly and behave yourself. But we also waited until you was an age that you could understand things. And so you had to have good behavior. You couldn't be a knucklehead getting in trouble and be in a boxing program. So Tank been boxing since he was little. That is counterproductive to have a bad acting kid in boxing. It's just not gonna work. So he has been learned the art of keep your motherfucking hands to yourself, or only throw them hands in the ring. So we can't give him no excuse. What's up, ATL?
What's going on, Queen?
Glad you feeling better, man.
Yeah, man. I don't know what was going on with that little stomach bug floating around.
Look, your kids are still little. You be catching that shit. But look,
yeah, nah, it's going around. Damn near everybody I talked to today said they got it too, or they didn't had it last week or the other day or something.
I don't know what the fuck I got. My ears is like somebody beat the fuck out of me, man. My ears is infected. I can feel it, and I can feel it, the liquid or whatever the fuck in there. But
you must have went out in that weather.
I did, but I thought I had a coat on. Shit. Look, this nigga ATL, man, when he
I had scarves on and shit. I had scarves on and I wasn't playing. I went out probably twice. I was like, oh,
you probably couldn't even smoke.
Oh no, not outside.
Hey, look, when I say ATL is something about him with the gambling. Look, it's looking like it's gonna be between Mr. ATL and Miss ATL.
I told y'all, man.
It's gonna be close to what they guess, because I think you guessed 100,000.
She
said I heard 120. Yeah, and I heard 100, but y'all want me to pick the right number. Look, Derek James said it was 600,000. I ain't going by what he said. I had to listen to that thing like 3 times. It was like, did this nigga say 600,000? I ain't even going by that, so I'm trying to be fair. I'm just waiting for BLK to come out with the word. I'm trying to be fair. Mr. Warren, what's up with you?
That's false report. False report. It's 2,250,000. Don't y'all believe that? I'm fighting the cold, man. So
hey, see,
everybody, yeah.
I've been laid up for 7 days right now.
I told you, man. That shit. I don't know what the hell they got going on out here.
Yeah,
everybody I know sick.
My fucking toes hurt, y'all.
Damn.
My knees just like every point of my body, man. I don't even know if I can make it to my bed. Like when I get up from here and I'm going straight to my bed. Y'all don't know I got pajamas on, nigga. I'm like, in a minute now, I'm gonna be delirious.
That's why y'all should listen to the news. They say don't go outside if you ain't got to. It's cold as hell out there, bitch.
Georgia been cold as hell. Where you from, Mr. Warren?
I'm in Chi, so you know what it is.
They had like negative 40 something out there, bitch.
Yeah.
They got nigga, I'll kill you weather.
What?
Nigga, I'll kill you.
You know, I'm out here in Carolina. We had -3.
Oh,
we had that weather. It cut down on crime.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody out. You know,
Crime bust.
We gonna sue that nigga in the street.
crime goes down considerably in the winter.
Man.
Yeah. What y'all say? Y'all ain't breaking no records. This
Man,
time
it's
of
too,
the year.
man, it's too cold. It's too cold to hold a gun in your hand.
Oh, well, you know, the videos together and shit. Like, fuck this.
The babies being made as we speak.
For real.
Lord have mercy. Like, I'm telling you, like, it just,
And
I don't know.
It's too cold to stand on the corner and sell drugs. So shit.
For real. You ain't doing that.
Yeah, I bet you people living on the street be glad to get arrested. Arrest me, sir. Arrest me.
I said before it came, I said the same shit. I said, man, I feel sorry for all the homeless people. If I was homeless, I would have walked right into a grocery store, grabbed a loaf of bread, some cheese, some mayonnaise, and some sandwich meat, and sat in the middle aisle with a drink, ate my sandwich.
Why you saying that, right? My cousin's daddy, he used to do that shit. He walked right in the store, opened up a pack of bread. He didn't give a fuck. All this, he did this anywhere he went. Like I'm not relegating him to certain stores, but it didn't matter what store he would come in, and the motherfuckers just knew. Don't say that to him. That motherfucker was big time though. You know what I mean? But motherfuckers knew. Don't say that to a nigga. Make a whole sandwich, get a yoo-hoo, drink whatever.
I would have got a 40 out of that bitch.
Probably got a 40. Pull up,
got drunk and went to jail. Yeah, go on, call him.
Open up some chips and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm talking about, you know, how cold it is. I would have went to jail on purpose.
Yeah, snatch somebody.
Well, they have warming centers in Chicago, so it's already stuff in place where the homeless go in the winter.
Oh, okay. That was up.
Nigga,
I went home. I went home. It was still people up under the bridges downtown.
Hey, it's cold as fucking George. I ain't never had it this cold one that I knew.
Yeah, it ain't been this cold since like 80 something.
But it's like shit. I be crying about when it's 63.
Damn.
When you know when your temperature, your thermostat in your house.
Oh, yeah.
People in
cold, nigga. That's cold.
People in Buffalo got it worse. You see that weather? Did you check? About 50 people died in Buffalo.
Yeah.
More than
here.
Look, I adhere to the laws of nature. I'm a black woman, and I know that sounds cliche, but I ain't supposed to be in no cold ass weather. Shit, I already know that.
Nobody.
My DNA lets me know immediately.
Not how that shit was. I'm telling you, I probably went out one day.
So look, y'all gentlemen, who y'all got as fight of the year? I'm not gonna break it down to fight of the year and fight all that other bullshit. Fight of the year, who y'all got? And y'all can pick anybody.
That's a good one. I gotta give it to David Haney.
David Haney. You know,
I guess I would go with him as well.
If I could just go right off the head of who accomplished the most this year, I gotta say David Haney.
Yeah.
Bibble did good too, though. I would have to say Bibble.
Bibble, that's a good one.
Yeah. As far as my eyes and what I'm looking at, my favorite fight of the year was Bibble. But you know, I'm gonna pick your boy.
Oh, you said favorite fight of the year?
Yeah, your favorite fighter of the year.
I thought you said fighter.
Fighter, yeah, your favorite fighter of the year. But I'm saying, as far as my eyes can see, because we judging them based on what they've done, right?
Yeah.
Judging them based on their records, with accolades they've collected. We're judging them on a lot of things. But that's why I say this year, every fighter that I had on that picture fought at least once this year. And it's more than this picture, you guys. I'm gonna bring it back up. It's more than this picture of people that we picking. Like, you know, you got Canelo, you got Bivol, you got other people, or whatever, if you want to choose them. For me, y'all saw who I put in the center. None other than your boy, because he was the fight of the year. He was the most trending fighter.
Didn't Spence fight this year, right?
Huh?
Didn't Spence beat Ugas this year?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, so that's my favorite fight of the year.
Okay.
But my favorite fighter of the year, who I think accomplished the most, would be Devin Haney.
Double-handed. See, I go with Bud because I think he accomplished a lot with a lot of adversity. And mainly, I already like how he fights, so that's not the factor. It's the things he have accomplished despite adversity that he had in front of him. But also, he was the most trending. He was the most trending. People was not making money on their YouTube without talking about Bud. I tried it. You know, I got an actual website where I use that I pay a subscription to a month, where I put in words and stuff.
You see, he got allergic to that bullshit you were talking.
Shut up.
He started coughing and sneezing. He was like, I don't want to hear that.
Don't worry about him, Mr. T.
I know.
Don't listen to him.
I know, he tried to trip me up. But it ain't because I just like Bud and his fighting. It's really because of the things I think.
Ain't that funny?
He was the most trending. Like, he brought the dollars in, even if they say they don't bring the dollars in. Because if you wanted to make money on your YouTube, if you wanted to make views on your YouTube, you had to talk about Bud. He was the most Google of all the boxers.
Did I ever tell you I made that one video?
What's up?
Remember I told you I was gonna make a video about Bud one night we were talking.
And
you remember we were talking about Bud. You were talking about views and stuff too. And I was like, you know what? I said I ain't never made a video on him. And I'm like, let me make one. And I made one. It did good. I got like 600 views on it.
Look at that. See? Every video I do on Bud, I make a killing with the views. I make my highest views. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do just Earl by itself. It didn't work. That's not a hit against Earl. But I find that if you just oppose the viewership,
that's a backhand smack. That's what
you know what I'm saying.
It's kind of like, y'all cut it out. I'll cut it out. If you just oppose his trending abilities against when they say he don't generate nothing, in sales, it's so polar opposite. It don't even make sense. It's not supposed to be a thing. What they call it, an oxymoron. It cannot exist, because how can a man be the hottest topic on YouTube and Google, and then at the same time be the worst when it comes to people trying to see him? They want to see him, they want to talk about him on the social media, but then when it comes time to sell a fight, you gonna say that he don't say them. I find that crazy, but that's why I picked him, because despite the adversity, he turned around and he stood 10 toes down to what he wanted to do this year, and he got paid doing it. And that's why he's my fighter of the year. My fight of the year, I'm probably rolling with the Bivol Canelo. But go ahead, Mr. Warren. Sorry.
Well, World Boxing News just put out an article regarding BLK Prime. They said they're going to do 6 pay-per-view fights this next year.
Okay.
And
they should have some takers.
That's putting them networks on notice. That's what it is. The networks is like, what's going on here?
Well, Showtime gone. Showtime gonna be gone. So I don't know how PBC gonna showcase their fighters. And I'm not even. It's not a laughing matter. I know y'all think that I'm happy and I'm cutting the jig over here because PBC is having troubles. But I'm not. I'm really not. I wish they didn't. But somebody got to learn the lesson. That's my prayer for 2023. Everything we've done this year, can we learn the lesson from?
Karma. It's called bad karma.
Yeah, if we know, look at the price we paying for not putting the best fights on. Look what's going on with boxing. One fight all of us was looking forward to. We don't even know if we're going to get to see it. We hope we see it. What y'all think? Tank gonna be able to get his fight? You think?
Yeah, I think so. Just for me knowing the system and not being through this, but you hear what's going on in people, different situations, and So like I was trying to explain to my homeboy earlier, I'm like, domestic violence can be anything when you with somebody. You could just hold somebody's arm from going out the door. If that's your girlfriend or your boyfriend, that's domestic violence because that's your, you know what I'm saying, significant other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
anything could have happened. You know what I'm saying? So
They describe
for his bond to be $1,000, I know it wasn't that serious.
Well, they broke it down to misdemeanor, but it's a battery charge, and they said with a closed hand he slapped her.
Yeah, I had to
That
hear
sound like
that.
a punch.
Same thing. I ain't
That's
hear that.
very creative. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be that
Snap
bad.
a punch is a hit, goddamn. Like.
With a closed hand, he
And
slapped
then
her.
not only that,
And that's
when you
if
a
she
boxer,
decides
your
she
hand
wants
is
to
license
press charges.
felony, you know what I'm saying? That's a felony.
That's if she decides she want to press charges.
Yeah,
Right.
because
But
your hand
Florida,
is
they say Florida that type of state, because y'all know Florida don't have state taxes, and you always wonder how the fuck they make their money. They make their money in arrest and all other kinds of ways.
But hey, cause somebody tell me if I'm tripping or not. But didn't something like this happen like the same way before? I'm tripping. Right before a fight,
when he grabbed up a girl, yeah,
right before a fight,
yeah. This is
Rolly.
not,
he was going through some shit.
yeah. But
You know
they
what I'm
said
saying?
It's not the same girl.
Oh, it's not the same girl.
Yeah, but like I said, that's what I talked about when I talked about in the beginning of the show. In the end,
I thought it was his baby mom.
He got two baby mamas.
Oh shit!
Yeah. You know, him and Ryan.
I'm thinking it's the same one. I didn't know it was two different.
Nah, him and Ryan got two daughters by two different women.
Okay, damn.
They landed low and spread it wide, y'all. But I mean,
they can't get it if they don't have access to it, right?
if they don't have access to it, but listen, we just can't get caught up in. He's a risk. I'm not knocking Tank. I like Tank. I want this.
All I'm saying,
but
in
you
order
can't.
for-
He's
in
a
order-
risk.
in order for them to have babies, is women got to give them access to it, and that's one thing that they have access to. They can tell her, no, we ain't doing this, or not, you know. So,
But see, this is how I look at it, Mr. Warren. Tell me if I'm wrong or right. Who is the millionaire there? Who is the man
You're right.
with money?
but if that's
Why we care about what she think or what I wouldn't bring her into a fact. I'm looking at she gonna mess up whatever I potentially got. I got some bounce. You know, you got.
But again,
better.
if she doesn't open up her legs,
Yeah,
he doesn't produce, right?
yeah. And when you,
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to what you said earlier, Ms. T.
Mm-hmm,
Respect.
mm-hmm.
You
Transaction.
ain't got no respect. You got to earn your respect, right?
Yeah, he don't have. The respect part got to start solely with him. Respect himself first. Then he needs to respect women. He don't have no respect for women. That's why he will always.
But the women that's conceiving, they know if they need to respect themselves as well.
But Mr. Warren, both men and women have a duty to themselves.
Right. That's all. I'm saying, because
pregnancy.
we can't make them open up their legs and say, let us in.
And we can't make y'all stay in there. We can't make y'all stay in there splurging like Samoa said. Don't go back. Remember Samoa said.
This is the only thing I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Tank is a millionaire. Mm-hmm. She ain't. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. For him to be a millionaire and be out here training and doing what he do every day, it's supposed to be a certain line of respect for one another, so you won't have to go through certain shit. Like, he a millionaire. Mm-hmm. Why should he have to be angry about anything? So it got to be something else with the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like, and respect is a big part of it. Like, for some reason, she feel like, you know what I'm saying? I guess she don't respect him, or they wouldn't have no issue because he's the millionaire. Like,
they unequally yoked. She's not for him, and he's not for her.
Let's just keep it with buck.
But the onus is on him. You know, we don't know her. We don't know her. She don't do nothing for us to dig in our pockets and get our money. We know him.
I grew up with women that didn't give up the goodies unless it was something I had to prove myself. I couldn't just walk in and you know the panties just fall off. You know, no matter how handsome I was.
Yeah, throw that out there.
Shit, I had to earn it. They made me work for the draws. You know, I couldn't just take them out to dinner or something.
But I would say
open up a door or something.
You definitely right. It should ideally be that way.
Right.
But you know that there's gonna be them high ticket moments when sometimes the girl and we get in the mood too, just like y'all could get in the mood where I done had times when I was like, nigga, I hope.
I mean, nowadays, the guys ain't got to work for nothing. They just opening up the drawers for nothing. Without not even doing an interview. Give me, at least interview the dude. Make sure, give him an interview first. Just go.
Be optimistic there. He's funny. I feel you.
I'm just saying, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's across the board because I know a lot more young ladies who are still keeping it real. But then only people that shine is the ones that don't. But them the ones y'all choose. Do you know, for real, if all y'all men, all of it, like if it was 10 men left on earth and however many women, and all the men never chose those type of women, that they chose the girl. Now I'm not telling y'all to do this, but I'm just saying.
It sounds crazy already.
If it was those odds, they would rape us. The women will rape us.
No.
If it was those type of odds.
No. Listen.
We'd be like cattle.
If all men chose women that had dresses all the way down to the ankle, and a woman who was fully dressed and had a good demeanor and all that good disposition. Those women that y'all choosing will change their look. They will change up, and vice versa. If all women say, you know what, let's collectively never choose a man with his pants hanging off his ass. All y'all niggas will pull your pants up. Yes, it's what we as women and men are choosing. Now we gotta ask why we're choosing that.
You just confuse me.
It's what we're choosing, though. So you gotta ask why you're choosing it, and it come back to respect. Respect your goddamn self.
Respect. But what if you done seen that girl already at the bus stop with the short stuff on, and you know what she about already? Then you see it with the long dress. Do it change anything?
I mean, it's the demeanor. Y'all know when y'all got a crazy bitch on your hand. Y'all know it,
right?
Right, Miss Shakespeare? Come on, I need
but sometimes some people are good at hiding bullshit than others. So sometimes it's better to wait. Let me not just give up my goods on the goddamn after I done seen them an hour.
Look, it's your own weakness.
Shit, get a toy or something. I don't know. Shit, get a toy or something. I don't know what you gonna do.
That ain't true either. True testament.
Look, you know a good woman when you see.
Look, the first time I met my lady, we've been together, 13 years now? We just beat them odds.
But you ain't think you was going to beat them out. You don't ever know, but you know relatively soon. As Oprah used to say, the telltale signs are there. And you know when you're dealing with somebody crazy. Women, we know when we dealing with
not the crazy part, I'm just saying not the crazy part, the first night. Like the first meeting type.
Yeah, I some of my best relationships.
But I guarantee you can't correct though. I bet you can't correct. Yeah. I bet you wasn't on no.
I was out here. You know what I'm saying? I was out here.
Yeah, but you wasn't on no goofy dumb shit too. Okay, so she could tell the difference though. Feel me?
About money. I'm still about money.
Right. You wasn't out here on no. Come on, man. Some of these people they just get with any goofy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What qualifies for y'all are men? So I'm gonna ask you guys, what qualifies as Miss Thing when you making money like a Gervonta Davis? Because obviously you're not picking the winners.
I thought about that earlier too, Missy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I thought about that earlier. I was like, if I was him in his position, I don't give a damn whatever going wrong. Just like I just explained before, I'm out training. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone for months at a time. Like, for me to be angry, what are you doing when I get back? So I would have handed like, hey, you got to go. And, you know, I'm who I am. I could just hop on Instagram and order me 4 or 5 girls over here. Like, I'm the man.
So you saying that he should have, first of all, he should have been about his business, right? His VI. He shouldn't have been around her doing training, period, right?
Yeah.
Right? He shouldn't have been
right?
there.
That's what I've known from watching other boxers. I should say that. That's what I've learned. That I didn't know before, that I see actually with my own eyes, is that a lot of boxers don't be home with their wife during their training.
Yeah, it's a distraction. You love your wife, you love your kids.
You know what I'm saying?
But they can be a distraction.
But
boxing is one of the things you can't. It's like a master. You can't.
But check this out though, right? And tell me if I'm lying or not. Like,
so,
when you leave your house, right? I don't give a damn if you really love somebody and you doing what you doing, and you think that person doing what they doing. You ain't gotta have that type of worry in the back of your head to even worry about anything. So everything should be good. So apparently, somebody don't feel some certain type of way about whatever. So that's what's the problem happening, because you're supposed to be training. Why is you worried about anything? Like, but at the same time, what is she doing to make him have to worry why he training? Like, it go both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so like as a man, when y'all gotta demand respect, and I need her to treat me like this, and you gotta have contingency plan. Isn't that stupid? Because to me,
you ain't gotta do that.
You ain't got it. You ain't got shit as it is if you gotta go through all that. Because a real nigga don't have to go through all that just to demand respect.
Hell no.
Have a contingency plan and shit like that. I knew I went crazy. What's up,
no, I said me with money. Yeah. Shit, you go. You know, Instagram and shit. Fly 4 of them over here.
Be like, he got enough money to make a couple of babies and recoup from that shit.
So when the time that I was growing up in, as long as you didn't bring no bullshit home, whatever you did out on the streets, you stayed in the streets. Yep. Now, if you brought it home, then shit would have to get dealt with.
Yep.
Them the kind of folks I was raised up in around.
Mm-hmm.
They had a cone test, huh?
Whatever you did out there before you get whatever, as long as it don't come to that front door.
True. Yep. What's up, Tate? Speak on it.
What we cooking on? I was gonna talk about the tank shit. I think it's ridiculous. So
damn, Tate,
I'm so done with tank, man. I mean, hello.
Your voice is changing, by the way. Go ahead, Tate. I think you growing up. How old are you now?
I've always been this age. I'm 19.
20. You going on 20, right?
Yeah.
It's like you've been 19 forever. When is your birthday, Tate?
June.
Oh, shit, Gemini.
He's a Gemini. Yeah. Hey, but you are growing up, Tate. I recognize it in your voice and just how you speak. And I think it's cute. But go ahead, Tate. Look at him. Don't put the berry on me now. Don't put the berry on me. We talking about right now. We talking about Tank in this situation.
Okay. So let me talk about it. I think it's ridiculous how people even defend him at this point. On video, you can look it up. You see him beating up on a girl, and I mean it's just in the car incident in B-More. You know what I'm saying, when he crashed into that lady when he was drunk driving. So I mean if this was a situation where it was like child predator, would you allow someone to be around your child and they have allegations of them being with children? So why is there any difference with domestic violence? I mean, he's a repeated offender of beating women and being in bad situations with women. I wouldn't want that in my house. I wouldn't want that around me. And I think it's ain't nobody forced Tank to hit that woman on video. Ain't nobody forced Tank to crash to that girl. That predator, I help her out.
Hey, Tay, is this a new video?
Huh?
Is this a new video or the old video?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, he's done. It's new audio leaks. I mean, come on, we don't like. Even if let's say he didn't do it this time, he still has a past, and it was caught on video of him doing that stuff. If you like, let's say if this happened to your daughter, with the situation, would you be saying innocent until proven guilty when you know he has a track record? You'd be saying that man.
No.
Be around him. So
I'm with you, Tay. I was just wondering because I haven't seen a video. I didn't even know it was a video.
You haven't seen a video of him beating up on his girl in the past?
Yeah, in the past. That's why I was wondering, like, oh, they got a video of this one too?
No, it's an audio leak where she calling the police and you hear him hitting on the door and stuff like that. It's you hear the 911 call. And you hear him like smashing the door and slashing the tires.
Look at that. Age say his voice is deeper. Told you, Tay. What's poppin', Jay?
I mean, I just think it's ridiculous. I mean, if there was video of a man touching kids inappropriately and he had a pass of that, I think it would be shut in place. But for some reason, people want to defend him because they like him how he's a boxer. You got to start having morals. You know what I'm saying? Just because the person is a boxer doesn't mean he can't do wrong and he shouldn't be held accountable. Because if it was
only reason I ain't really tripping because I grew up in that shit, so that shit ain't nothing new to me. You know what I'm saying? I be around grown people today that go through that shit, but they still do what they do and go back where the hell they want to go back to. So, I mean, just because he a superstar don't make it different. Everybody go through this shit damn near every day. So why is it different just because it's him? Everybody got their own problems in their household. I grew up with my mom and her boyfriends going through that shit. But me, older now and understanding certain things, ain't nothing right. You're not supposed to put your hands on a female, but some females push the limit. You don't know what went on in that man. What's going on?
You gotta explain
that. You gotta explain that because I've seen that.
What you mean?
Household, and my dad ain't never
some females.
I said I grew up. I don't know what you've been through.
No, you said some females push the limit.
I got female friends that got issues going on with their boyfriends.
But
domestic violence. Domestic violence, what I should say.
But this is what I'm saying, you guys. How do a female push the limit? How do you fight?
I ain't just say female. I didn't just say female. That's why y'all be listening. I didn't just say female. I said you don't know what's going on in between them. You can't just blame one person.
Can he not?
Hey, did he say that? This ATL.
Yeah, he did.
He did say that, Shawty. We'll move on, though. We'll move on. But like in the end, like I feel
it ain't right.
He's a repeat of
phrasing it.
And this is the first time it'll be different, but he's done this multiple times, like you said. I mean, it's on video. It's not a good. I mean, I had that happen, you know, in my family, and I've seen it, and I that's why I hate it so much because that feels like. Then my dad was. I've seen that other people in my family, but my dad was never like that. You know what I'm saying? My mom did crazy shit, and he never put his hands on her. And I guarantee you, it was way worse than what Tank. He always left. So I can't tell you what the shit that my mom did, right?
But Miss T, answer this question for Miss T. Like,
but
I know you probably heard a couple of people that had to go through stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Have you? Tell me out of every person you done heard from or ever seen, like that situation wasn't resolved. Then they end up going back, right, to that person, right?
But sometimes
I'm just asking the question.
Yeah, I feel you. Sometimes it was we got a good conversation right here, y'all. It's good.
They go back,
there's
so
no
it's just
right or wrong. What happens is
and I'm not saying that's right. I'm just giving you this scenario, like, or what happens in today, like what happens in these days, like today, like just because Javante went through that day, it's somebody next door that just went through that today.
But what I'm saying is,
they'd be right back there.
The way to handle it is to address it head on. Mm-hmm. Like you got people who stay out of fear. You got people because they don't know which way to go. When I always tell women and guys, this is what guys would say. If I be talking to the young ladies or that I know in my family or whatever, or just on the platform, they'll say she male bashing, she man hating. And then some dumbass women who don't even like to think for themselves will ride along with that shit. But then when it's all women together around each other, and then they able to let their brain relax and not be on guard, then they wind up saying the same thing that I be saying. I be like, why do you say that? Like, yo, you don't put yourself in a predicament where you need the guy. Exactly. Don't do that, because that is nothing but control. you are bound to have hands flying at your face when it's like that. Not all the time, but it's a precursor to having them hands put on you. Because motherfucking dudes, and I ain't saying it can't go both ways, y'all fellas, but I'm a female talking from a female perspective. Most dudes want you to need them so they can control you.
Yeah.
And
now,
when they control you, that's when they feel, hey, if I want to smack this bitch today, I can. If I want to choke her today, I can. Instead of feeling what you learned as a kid, keep your motherfucking hands to yourself. All girls learn that. All boys learn that. Where the disconnect come? But, you know what I'm saying? And then I back guys into a corner. I say if that one guy said you should humble yourself and bow down to authority, as if this nigga is saying he's smarter than half the fucking women on earth.
Now this
because he was born with dick and balls. Like, where does the notion come from? What's up?
Mitzi, you know, I've been through, like I said, domestic shit, just regular shit. This what I haven't been through. I haven't been through, like, I've seen like other people in TV and how people just, you know, just come home and just straight, just, you know what I'm saying, be angry and beat their woman. Like, I do not. That I don't know.
That got to do with power and the fact that, like, let's say, like, when they stand next to you,
fucked up.
When they stand next to you, ATL, another man, and he can't compare to you, and he be like, man, you running heads and circles around this nigga, and then he feels this big, he feels so small, so when he come home, he got to dominate. And that's what that comes from. Yeah,
nah, that's what I was saying, like, little arguments and, you know, when you're not putting your hands on each other, you know, somebody might throw a glass at your ass, some shit like that. You're arguing, yelling.
Yeah. I ain't nothing
like,
gonna.
You know what I'm saying? But that's straight come home and I'm just angry because I got the little man syndrome and shit like that.
He's a little man too, so that can be part of it. Like,
yeah, you know, and one thing that never get talked about, like the guy was saying, I was on Fred's show. Shout out to Fred. The guy was saying, yeah, you know, he need help. He need this. I said, dude, you need to hold him accountable. Stop caking for him. Because everybody was like, what you caking for him for? But maybe she did. Maybe none of that's applicable.
Yeah, he don't need no help.
And then peep game. You know what never happens? Because I told him, I said, when you're a woman beater that follows you to your grave. He didn't like that I said that. I said, dude, if you think about it, Chris Brown still ain't escaped what he did. People will always remember him for what he did with Rihanna. People can be cruel out there. Yes, some people will forgive you, but not everybody. Every woman that got her ass whipped from a dude for just to be getting her ass whipped when he was young, guess what? You know what he never did? He never gave that woman closure. Go ask these old ladies who remember getting their ass whipped in the 70s and the 60s and ask them how they feel about that shit to this day. They can't stand that nigga.
Yeah, I feel you.
Trust me, I know. And they, shit, if it weren't for the fact that y'all got some kids, she would have spit on you if you was on fire. You know what I'm saying? But that's because you act like the men, y'all, like a lot of times, I'm not male bashing, but y'all do this. When y'all do shit wrong, y'all don't want to talk about it. Y'all, it's over now, it's in the past. Let it go. Miss ATL, am I lying?
Nah.
Yeah. Exactly.
He ain't. Well, ATL.
Don't say him, but I'm just saying.
It can break that
in general.
Too.
I'm not saying ATL, but I'm saying
in general.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
you know, I've talked to her about everything, so
I've seen that for like
everything.
I think it's both though, because I've had like women hold stuff about me, but not that bad. But I mean, like, bring up stupid shit for like a long time ago, and then, oh my god, you bring that up.
Women are elephants. We don't never forget shit. We ain't gonna never forget shit. Cause we still trying to figure out why the fuck you hit me. Like I can tell y'all some stories from women in my family from being pregnant and getting knocked the shit out of. Like, and I was like, he did what? You know, and it's weird, but you know, you don't hold it against the person because it didn't happen to you. But I'm just saying, in the end of the day, y'all men don't like to give closure. That's just a thing with men. I'm not male bashing. I'm saying we got weird ass flaws too. But the one thing about a man, he be like, all right, enough's over. Let it go. But women don't ever let shit go, right, fellas? We don't let shit go in general, right?
Nope.
We don't let shit go. So now you got a clash right there. Because,
shit come up 5 years later.
And that's because 5 years, 6 months, and 3 days, and 2 hours, right? Because
remember last time you came home late.
Yeah, exactly. I remember last time you gave me that eye, and you was like, what? And I was like, nah, nigga. What? You be like, baby, why you jumping? Nigga, last time you looked like that, you stole on the nigga. Shit, I remember shit. I'm ready.
Yeah. That was 5 years ago. You did the same thing when you cheated.
Exactly. You smiled at that other bitch you slept with like that. You know what I'm saying? But we don't forget nothing. And that's good and that's bad. Y'all don't give closure. And that's good and that's not bad. I mean, that's bad. Because y'all don't give closure, women don't let it go. Y'all want women to forget shit and let it go? Give her closure. Easy fix.
Hey, I give closure.
Y'all niggas need to pay me for that one. Shit. Miss ATL.
Yeah, they need to pay you.
It's like, I just gave some good ass advice right there.
Yeah.
That's why everybody left. They went to write it down.
I know. Tay was like, shit, I can't handle this. This is a little bit before my time right here.
We gonna write this down. Yeah. We rewind it.
And then I can tell y'all that right now, and half of y'all that'll go in one ear and out the other. You want women to stop remembering shit from a long time ago? Give that girl closure. Shit, forget about it. Everything that what did you looking at, dude? What Miss ATL doing? What Miss ATL
over
doing?
now, looking at her phone. I was looking at my son and my boys.
I thought she was over there doing the jig for you. I was like, what y'all doing? Like, what y'all doing over there?
I'm happy just to be up today. I was down. I was down.
Hey, damn, I know. Miss ATL, you was sick too?
Not as bad as he was.
Yeah, I threw up everything to the last little bit of salt in my body. I taste a pocket of salt in my last throw. I was like, oh no. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I had a potato today. When I tell y'all I've been fasting, like as far as fasting, like only eating food that come out the ground, it's ridiculous for the last 3-4 days. Well, it's been a week now. This is last Wednesday when I got sick, when I had that pancreatitis. Last Wednesday or Tuesday. It's been about a week. I have not eaten no meat, no dairy, no nothing. I mean, it's either been, I've had applesauce, them little cups of applesauce, the little cups of fruit. I think I had a pudding, you know, like those little things of pudding. That's the only thing I've been eating, and a potato and water.
Yeah, I did my little research on what you've been going through. You was right about eating what you've been eating. The keto diet ain't right for you. So yeah. You eating your potatoes and your stuff like that. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, when we were talking about that night, I was looking it up on my phone.
Yeah. I cut me up today. Yesterday, they cut up me some oranges and a beet. You know, I need some more oranges. That's why I ain't made the juice, because I need a whole bowl of that shit. So I'm gonna make me some beet juice with oranges and carrots and maybe a little spinach. But beets taste sweet, believe it or not, y'all, when you juice it. I don't know how.
Spinach is good. I ain't ate no spinach in a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna hook that up. And I mean, like at first you'd be like, man, I ain't gonna drink this juice. This shit ain't gonna fill me up. But as soon as you drink it and you just, like, if you wolf it down, motherfucker, you be feeling full. Yeah. You be feeling full like a motherfucker. You be like, you forget you was hungry.
I used to drink the milkshakes in the morning. You think they just regular milk? Nah, that shit. hold your ass to lunch.
Yeah, anything to hold you forever, like a potato. If you like, whenever I eat potato, like I used to make my daughter potatoes every morning, like slice them up and all that. Man, it be sustainable.
Not the home fries.
Yeah, like I slice it up, put onions, peppers.
Oh man,
shit.
Hey, I just talking about this.
Nigga, I be throwing down. Don't let look.
Hey,
back when I was
not
really
the circles.
yeah, like little steamed potato chip slice. And
not the circles. Ooh, fried in grease.
Very extra virgin olive oil, or
Jesus.
You can put it in country crock. Hey, if you feeling froggy, but shit, I'm gonna tell you right now, you throw some eggs over top of that.
This probably the only time my mom didn't make us none. We went down there. She used to make it every morning for breakfast. Them home fries.
Look, ATL, this ATL, I heard you say, they call that a Spain. When I lived in Spain, they used to take the French. I mean, they could cook a French fry just like you like, soft, not burnt, nothing. And they make the French fries, and then they cut them up a little bit, and then you come back there and be like, I need a Spanish omelet. It's basically an omelet, but with potatoes in it. Oh my God!
Oh man, gotta look that up.
Nigga,
Spanish.
You don't need that much potatoes to mix it in. Oh my God! When I tell you, oh my God, my mouth just got watery. But yeah, I could do that. But I eat eggs every now and then. And you know what? Eggs are actually good for you. Because I was lumping eggs in with the dairy. And then we know what eggs are. It's the period egg of the chicken. That's all it is.
Well, dang, thank you. I ain't know that.
That motherfucker good, ain't it though?
Thank you. Yeah, I be fucking them up. I keep eggs.
Ain't nobody eating out. Miss AT, ain't nobody eating out period egg. Yeah, no. I know, right? It's the egg that's not fertilized. That's the chicken. That's what they call it, the period. It's not a baby chicken. It's not a baby chicken or about to be a chicken. None of that.
Messed up, man. You gave me that perspective.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hey,
so I used to be like, oh, that's not good. But eggs got something to start with the C. I can't remember the name. I always mess the name of Kakina. I can't remember the name. But whatever that name is, eggs has it. It's the only food that has it in abundance, and you need it in your body. So every now and then, do eat eggs, but you don't want to eat that shit every day.
That'd be my quick out the door meal right there when I work. Crack an egg, put all that butter in there real fast, crack that motherfucker, flip it over, sunny side up.
Like I said, put some potatoes in there, man. You'll get through your whole day at work.
All right.
But if you work construction, that shit would last like 10 hours. Look, I gotta stop talking about it. I done got hungry like a motherfucker. Damn.
You be like, what you eat for lunch? No, I ate earlier. I ate breakfast.
Today I had potatoes. I had a potato.
We eating French fries right now. You talking about French fries? We eating them.
Make your own French fries.
I do the whole fries. I get a potato and chop them up and fry them, like your mama used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
We never had no real fries back then. We had the real fried potato fries.
They do got the bag fries. They do be pretty good these days. They got
what they call them now? What they call them now? If you go to the corner store or something?
They what? What you mean fries?
When you order them thick ass fries, they call them something else.
Oh, potato wedges.
Yeah, potato wedges. Yeah, that's an old French fry, nigga.
Yeah, that's potato wedge. Hey, listen, I be particular about them little stores. Like my little store around the corner. Man, whoever was that cook, man, they make a hella fried chicken, and they had gizzards and chicken lizards and all that. Man, I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm at home, like, doing the salad and all that. And so one day this guy came in, and he was in front of me, and I hadn't paid attention, and he turned to the side, man, and this dude had these big ass boils or something on his face, but he had it all over his body. And it broke my heart. It broke my heart because it was everywhere. Nigga, you can then when you look real hard, his shirt had indentations that he had these lumps around his body. It's like I thought of Job from the Bible.
Yeah.
Nigga, but at the same time, nigga, I can't eat there no more to this day, man. That was like 5-6 years ago.
So he ate something bad?
No, he was leaning on the motherfucking counter, nigga. I can't come behind him. I don't even go on that side of the counter.
Oh, damn. He said he was leaning on the counter.
Yeah, like I ain't even trying to be funny. Like, I don't know what he had because I was thinking that it could be contagious, nigga. I don't want to.
I did the same shit.
Yep.
I got the hell on too. Fuck that. We going to KFC.
I was mad. Yeah. Now, if I want some good fried chicken, which I ain't eating no more chicken, I even gave up the chicken, y'all. But when
chicken box in Baltimore.
Up until this week, I would have to go to Golden Corral. That's like, oh my God, shit.
Is that like a local restaurant or it's everywhere out there in Baltimore? Because we going to New York soon.
Baltimore be the best. Shit, Golden Corral, man. God damn, they be showing out in the South.
Yeah, they do. Them rolls, that bourbon chicken.
That motherfucking
with the mashed potatoes and corn.
That fucking put them string beans, the cabbage.
String bean, oh yes.
Motherfucker. I go to Golden Corral for the vegetables.
They do.
I know y'all don't believe me.
Nah, they got the string beans.
Good
when I was on my keto, hey, I was going to get their lunch, you know, where you can just they weigh it. Man, I get every time bourbon chicken, mashed potato, 2 big ass rolls, some string beans, some corn, and teriyaki chicken.
Oh man, for me it's a fried chicken. I never eat no other kind of meat.
I get one piece.
I gave up all the meat, but then I said, "No, I can't give up chicken. I'm a black woman, right?"
Oh, she said that in the corner. Okay.
But now, I'm gonna tell you, after having pancreatitis, man, fuck that chicken.
Yeah.
I'm tell you right now, I don't do pain at all. I'm literally, and I'm being honest with you guys. I'm literally scared to eat meat. I'm scared.
Me too. When I got sick, it was Christmas. No, it was Christmas morning, but you know what I'm saying. It was Monday. And we were drinking.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I done drunk some sweet shit and I'm mixing and I threw up. So that's why I said I've been in pain ever since. I ain't even had, you know, I used to be on here drinking and everything. I ain't drank nothing today but water.
Exactly.
Nothing but water. That pain, my head, like all that together, throwing up, trying to get my energy back. Like I
done met my benchmark because you know I usually have more water to drink after the show, but not today. I done met my benchmark. But let me send a shout out to Choco. Welcome to the building. What's popping?
Welcome, friend.
JH. You know, he said he grew up with Tank from West Baltimore.
Okay.
Hey, Choco. I used to live off of Route 1. And look, I've lived off of Route 1 in Howard County and Anne Arundel where they met. You know, I think it was called 98 East or something. I don't know. But where them 3 streets met, I used to live right there, right in Howard County. So I would take the BWI home. And the last one was the Lower Bowie, I think. But I missed that bitch and wound up in Baltimore. Was scared for my life, boy. I tell you, Choco. I was looking around like, God, if you get me out of this, I'll never ask for nothing again. I'm driving down the street. I was in The Wire, y'all. I swear. I was in an episode of The Wire. That's how I felt.
The Wire.
I was driving down the street, praying to God, and I was coming up on the red light, and I started slowing down. And they tell you when you stop in the street in Baltimore, some places, these people will walk over to your car. Nigga, I barely made that light, and I busted you because I didn't know where to get back on the BWI. Nigga, look, a few more minutes I would have peed on myself. I promise. You know what I'm saying? Like that is crazy. He said, okay, yeah, you out. They with the rich people. Nah. This is back in the day, man. I lived in an apartment back then. But Howard County,
they probably done gentrified that by now.
Howard County was considered a highfalutin neighborhood, but I actually lived in the apartment. And then, like, if you get off the exit, is it 98 and something Laurel, whatever that exit was, and you come down the street, you turn left and you come down Anne Arundel. You're in Anne Arundel. When you get down to the bottom of that little decline of that hill, Route 1 was right there. And then across from that would be Howard County. But if you got off the exit and turn right, you would go right up in the NSA. Yeah, that's where I was living. So, yeah. I'm like, you said Howard County is one of the rich county in the country. Oh, really? Damn. You know, well, shit. Miss T was flexing back then, y'all. I was like, how old was I? I was in my mid-20s.
Oh, shit.
Silas Kane was Private King said salute queen in the chat. I was
Salute.
in my mid-20s. Hey, Choco, also, I remember me and my homegirl went to motherfucking the what they call it, the harbor. Man, that water is wild. Like in my head, because I'm a big history buff. So just standing there next to the water and how high that water is up on like next to the land, I felt like something overwhelmingly hit me. Like I was back during the British time, like 1812 or something like that. I can imagine the Boston Tea Party, even though it's nowhere near Boston. I get it. But I'm just saying I can imagine it because of how the water was and choppy it was. We was driving around to look for somewhere to park, right? We went around once and we said, nah, we ain't gonna park here. We saw a bunch of Mercedes, BMWs, and all this stuff. By the time we came around the second time, all them windows was busted out. Me and my homegirl looked at each other and said, parking garage. Boy, shit was bad back then. This T hanging on Martin Luther King and Malcolm X Boulevard. Shit was hot.
How the hell?
Yeah.
You know you hot on MLK. Everywhere MLK is hot.
Always bad. Yeah, you know, that's when you get the key to the bathroom with the big cinder block.
That's even up here in North Carolina.
Is it? It's always bad.
Luther King, bad.
Hell yeah. So I was like, what?
When I first moved here, I said, let me get my trees. Martin Luther King. Google. You know, I had to pull up to the store like a player.
And how y'all say it, Choco? How y'all say dog? You say Doug.
Dude?
Yeah, Doug. They be like, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude. And in the house music, nigga, we always knew Baltimore niggas when we saw them or when we hear them. One of my homegirl was like, her name Cassandra. Shout out to Cassandra. I don't know where she at. But she used to be like, one day she was talking to me and she was like, yeah, man, get that motherfucking ass motherfucking Doug and blah, 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 Doug. I'm like, what the fuck is she saying? So I know I got bad ears. So I said, let me catch this word again. And then finally, after she didn't talk about the damn dog so bad, I said, what are you saying? She said, Doug. I said, what the fuck is a Doug? Bitch, is you stupid? Like I'm stupid. Roof, Doug. I was like, bitch, dog. Dog. Y'all sound like Monique. That's what it is. Whenever I hear people sound like Monique, I be like, yo, they from Baltimore. A Baltimore nigga can't commit no crime and talk. You gotta shut up because we'll pick y'all out of a lineup for real.
So I ain't do nothing.
Yeah. Then Choco, we talked about Tank. You can weigh in if you want to. That's what we was talking about. Dan Tan said yes. They talked about that. He said do and two. Yeah, do and two. Yeah. He said laughing like, yeah, that's a house music. Our grandparents from North Carolina. Yeah. Well, won't you follow me? Yeah. You know. I know. Yeah, I've been in the club, niggas, boy. I used to love house music. But yeah, that he got me reminiscing about DC, DMV area, the many places I lived. I lived in Hyattsville, New Carrollton too, in DC. I used to hang out in Southeast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that's crazy. DC had that in common with Atlanta. Both cities are historically black, but we used to call them chocolate. Well, we call DC Chocolate City. I guess Atlanta can get that moniker, but it's 7 miles wide and 7 miles long. Both cities. Did you know that, ATM? It's true about Atlanta and DC. Ain't that crazy?
You know, I dwell in New York. The A in here. North Carolina. Mm-hmm. So when I go up north, I'll be ready.
Yeah. Listen, we love the South Clicks and North Clicks. Mm-hmm. We love them too. Only thing I don't like about North Click, I don't give a fuck which way I try to come through North Click. That's 4 hours of driving. God damn.
Yeah, when I drive up there. That Virginia take you 4 hours to get through, bro. I hate that shit.
Oh, man, that's the first time I heard it. But you know, if you look at North Carolina and Virginia, it looked like Virginia fell down and, they mirror images of itself. And I always say it takes forever to get through North Click, but I'm going to Virginia. Yeah. You saying just getting through Virginia is okay. That
it's weird. I stay like 30 minutes away from Virginia state line, but it's still gonna take your ass 4 hours if you're going up north. Goddamn, I don't give a damn which way you're going.
You gotta take that 295.
That shit long as hell. You be like, God damn.
I know, right? That's
then
how
they still doing construction on the road. The roads ain't good. Like
that's what I be saying about North Carolina. Yeah, look, Richmond be getting on my nerve when you drive through that. But yeah, that's what I say about North Carolina. I be right there close to the border, and I be like, damn, where the fuck is the Indian border? But it's crazy because this how you love where you from. Every time I see Welcome to Virginia, it's like my blood flows better. I feel differently. Like I love my state, and I haven't lived there in so long, but I love my state. Virginia is for lovers. You hear that?
I can't remember that county that's right there. Who's the name of that county that's right there on the line? Like 30 minutes, so they be talking about this shit new.
A camp?
No, I'm talking about where we at. It's like a major Virginia place, but we like 30 minutes away from it. I can't think of the fucking name.
A historic place?
I think so. It's a little town though.
Yeah. I be seeing it when I be coming up there. I can't remember, but like I know all the exits. I think I want to say I get out 97 or 197. Is it 197 or 97? When I'm getting close to the border of Virginia. 95, 93 or one of them shits.
I'm an hour away, 30 minutes away this way from Virginia. If I go to the left, I'm an hour away from the state line. Then I'll be 2 hours away from West Virginia, going to the mountains. According to which way you go, you right there by everything.
Oh, okay. What you got, Salem?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Matter of fact, Wake Forest.
Yep. Oh, okay. I feel you.
Yep.
I know. I be like, man, but I be burning through that motherfucker. Look, coming from here, it be taking me some time. If I'm in the car, it take me 5 hours. My mama be like, why?
I mean, you flying then.
That what she'll say. You flying, you trying to race. But nah, it's like when you in these new age cars now, they be fucking moving. Like going 80 and 85 and 90. You don't even feel like you going that fast.
No. It usually take me about 5.5, 6.
They're 5 and who?
5.5, 6.
Yeah, 5.5, 6. Yeah, something like that. Because one time I got there in like about 5 hours, and that's because it's the first time I had left my baby with somebody for over a week, and I was so anxious. You know, Miss ATL, you know how you're anxious to get back to your baby. I was burning that motherfucking road up.
Oh, snap.
I ain't seen my baby in a week. What? I don't do that. Shit.
She was right.
I was like, it was almost like I'm like, give me back my baby. Shit. And I was burning the road up. That's the only time, and I've never been able to do it again. As soon as I saw her, I was like, oh, it was just a relief. But other than that, y'all, it ain't much to talk about. I appreciate y'all coming through. I'm glad you feeling better, ATL.
I hope you get to feeling better.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be here tomorrow, but like y'all, I'm telling y'all, just to even talk, I felt weak as hell, like my stomach hurt just from talking. You know, because you never know how much you use your stomach, like your stomach muscles, for a lot of shit.
Exactly.
And I'm just sitting here like, oh God, my back feel like somebody beat the shit. I mean, like, if somebody wanted to beat my ass, this would be the perfect time.
This is the perfect day. That's how I feel. I said, they got me today.
And then I know they ain't got no fight.
None.
They be like, give me the money. I'm like, here you go.
Yeah.
Shit, you take the car for a spin. You go spin the block.
So just come back when I feel better.
Choco said, I didn't know New York, they have a lot of black Caribbeans instead of black Negroes like Baltimore. Which one is the Geechee? Is that South Carolina or North Click?
South Carolina.
Yeah, I met some Geechee motherfuckers too. I was like, what the fuck?
I got Geechee cousins down there.
Oh my God, you had a whole nother language, y'all. They
talk like Jamaicans.
Yeah, I like them though. I like them. We be having good times, but I be like,
I be got to tune in. I got to, okay.
Yeah, catch every third word. And shit.
Where you want to go off? I be like, oh shit.
Yeah. Be like, me know. You know what I'm saying? Me know like that. Me know like that. Where you from again? I'm ready for them to tell me they not American.
Exactly.
I'm from South Click. Then the voice change again. You be like, what the fuck? So they go interchange. They sound like regular South Carolinians, and then they motherfucking go right into that Geechee shit. And you be like, whoa. Choco said Virginia and North Carolina on down south, all Negro cities. We got some country parts too. I
feel a little offended now.
It's some parts of Virginia.
Strike two, nigga.
That them motherfuckers talk just as country as somebody from Texas, but they from Virginia. And then, cause like the thing was said, Virginia don't know if they want to be New York or DC. And the biggest naval base in the world is in Virginia. So that Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Tidewater area, that's all the United States Navy. And people from all over the world and country live there. So you can't look at that area and say that's a good representation of Virginia. Now, if you go to Northern Virginia and
Richmond.
Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, hold on. You gonna call CGL?
No. Why would I call him over? He's not on.
Alright, well, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I gotta go handle something.
All right, see you, Queen. Handle your business.
Alright, y'all be safe and be well out there and respect y'all. Let's embrace that for next year.
Already.
In my Pamela James voice. Peace.